Hello and welcome everybody. It's Fallen back on the All the Mods 7 to the Sky server. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Little bit has happened since the last stream. We have finished building out the auto crafters for our Applied Energistics 2 system, as well as started our quantum gate system. Only one is actually active at the moment to send signal over here, where we automated some, looks like graphics are missing. There we go. We automated some mechanisms as well as started automating a little bit of industrial foregoing to get ourselves some latex and plastic. We have one dissolution chamber set up so far. The only pattern in it, though, is to make a simple machine frame. That was a stream, but it turns out my audio was not on, my mic was not on channel 1 because it was still set up for recording. And so I streamed for like an hour without my mic going through. That was a mistake, a silly mistake. In fact, I'm going to double check right now that our mic is on the channel. It is. Okay, we're good to go. No worries. Wouldn't want to make that mistake again. That was pretty rough. So the plan for today is to set up the automation necessary to produce hydroponic beds, and as well as set up the XNet system for supplying and receiving the resources from those hydroponic beds. So I think a good place to start would be to get all the industrial foregoing auto crafting needed to produce hydroponic beds. Let's go ahead and pin this recipe. And we only need the simple machine frame, golden gears, fertilizer, and 2 plastic sheets. Now the fertilizer means we need a sewage composter. Let's go ahead and favorite that. And let's start making some patterns. So for the hydroponic bed, go ahead and encode that. Encode a recipe for the iron hose. Go ahead and throw these in here. Now let's see how much plastic we're up to. It's probably not a lot. Yeah, only 308. We're running with no upgrades in our fluid extractors. Maybe we can fix that this episode as well. Gonna go ahead and sleep through this storm, get rid of this rain. And let's make patterns for those upgrades we need. So we're gonna search industrial foregoing, and the main thing we're looking for is not the contraption upgrades, but these ones down here. Those are the range upgrades. We don't need those. We want, oops, didn't mean to type. We want the speed, efficiency, and processing. So let's see what we need for these patterns. This one just uses latex. So we can go ahead and make this pattern and throw it in our current dissolution chamber, which I did not mean to put those recipes in. The add-on speed tier 2 looks like we can still do. I'm going to make a recipe for sugar. And then the recipe for the speed tier 2. Now let's make sure the tier 2 goes in the dissolution chamber and the sugar goes in our normal molecular assemblers. With those done, let's look at efficiency. This one does use blaze rods, but we can do that one too. And tier 2 just uses the golden gears. Perfect. Now what about our processing? Like we can do this. And hopefully this one's just gold gears. Perfect. So we can now make all the upgrades we need. Go ahead and throw these all in the dissolution chamber. And I think the first place we're going to put them is over here in our fluid extractors. We've only built up about 587 latex. Why is the tiny dry rubber getting put into the system? We may have made a mistake here, folks. The tiny dry rubber should all be going into the auto crafter. I'm not sure how we ended up with these in here. Go ahead and throw these. As well as this should not be outputting to the bottom. All right, I think we fixed the auto crafting setup there. So now we actually had a lot more plastic than I thought, because the furnace was putting our plastic back down into this crafter, which was not supposed to be happening. I still don't understand how the tiny dry rubber got in the system, but maybe if we come here, make sure the output is just push left, which it is. Top is set to input, back is set to output. Let's make sure these are all set to none, so that nothing messes with that. Okay. Let's make the speed upgrades. Now, I can't remember, can you directly put in a speed tier 2? Let's find out. So that should be going in the dissolution chamber, which we will also need upgrades for. Holy cow, that's slow. Now the question is, can I directly put in a speed tier 2? I can. Awesome. Let's go ahead and make 2 more of these. 3 processing. And 3 efficiency. We are going to have to wait for this to get through them all, but hopefully if we already throw in a speed, it'll really make this faster. Gonna put a speed in our this one is to produce plastic. We've got 2 fluid extractors facing the logs. One to make plastic, one to just give us the latex for the dissolution crafting. Let's go ahead and throw in an efficiency and a processing. I'm not sure what the other tier slot is for. You put in multiple? No, I don't think so. Alright, so now we're moving a lot faster. Which is what I like to see. Now we're really oh, we do need upgrades for this machine, so let's go. You know what, let's just make a few. We'll make 1 of each, and then we're gonna craft a few of all these, because we're gonna need them for the hydroponic beds anyway. And this way we can have them crafting while we're doing other things. So we're gonna start with speed, and we're gonna say give us 100 of these. And we'll leave those crafting while we're getting everything else up and running. I believe we should already have the simple machine frame needed for our not our hydroponic bed. We never made the recipe for it. We need the sewage machine. So we're gonna go ahead and get our sewage composter in a pattern. It looks like we need a recipe for iron gears. Oops. Looking at all the wrong things here. Go ahead and throw these in here. And we do need a recipe for bricks, I believe. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So bricks are not AMCable, but clay is. So we're going to make a processing pattern for clay to brick. Throw that there. And we're going to fill up the system with a bit of clay. Just to make sure we don't run out of what we're looking for. I'm going to take this clay. And we're going to tell this to give us some of that. That should build up for a minute. Looks like our storage drives are really full, and I'm trying to figure out what they're filled with. It's probably the printed silicon. If I had to guess. Let's go ahead and turn this back on, and I think that should clear up our drives, because I think our printed silicon is filling up all of our drives. Yeah, 1.5 million. Let's go ahead and make a... Oops, we need bulk. Let's make a bulk drive for those. And now the ones coming in should all come into here because it's a higher priority. And all the printed silicon in here should just get pulled out. But what I think we'll do to really clear up the system, I'm going to clear up my inventory first. How about that? Let's clean up the drives. The way I'm going to do this, how I've been doing it, I should say, I just take them out and go like this. But there is a better way we could do this. Now that we have kind of the setup for it, what we're going to do is get two interfaces. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. It was just an appointment reminder. This is a cool trick to get just one type of item out of one drives and into others, such as bulk drives. And that is to take two ME interfaces. And in this case, we will use pipes just because it's what we have readily available. And you only need two of them. And an upgrade. What we're going to do is we are going to tell this to pull. And then we're going to grab some of those printed silicon. And we're just going to fill this up. So now what's happening is that pipe is pulling the printed silicon out of these drives and putting it into this at a pretty good rate too. So we can go ahead and just let that run and it will clean up the system, and once it's done, we'll turn that off. But that way we don't have to keep pulling out the drives and throwing them in the MEIO port. There's just no need. So back to what we were doing. Now that we've got some clay, I'm going to change this to gold. And let that run. All our EMC is coming from Wither Skeleton farms, which we do need to make a better farm, but we'll get to that. We'll save that for once we're producing other resources. All right, so we need our sewage machine. go ahead and see if it can make it for us. Looks like it can. And boom, we have our sewage composter. Now, I killed all the sheep and we only have one cow. So this cow is going to be our hero today. Let's go ahead and snag this guy. And actually, what we'll do, we'll just make this... I don't like temporary setups. So let's put a cow down for a sec. Didn't quite need him yet. And over here, where we're also producing latex, let's produce sewage. Oh, wait, you know what? The sewage composter just processes sewage. I need to produce sewage, which is a sewer. Let's make a sewer. I had to think about that for a second. All right, let's go ahead and make a pattern for our sewer and request that. This is what the cow will actually stand on. And only one cow, because I was stupid and didn't get another one. Maybe we can snag one from Darkside, but we'll figure that out later. And what we'll do is we will just put the cow right there with the composter in the back. And we need to make sure that this pipe is not putting items in here. Okay. Now, this... oh wait, this is actually our energy. So I was wrong. We do want that pipe. And we need one more. So now these are both getting power. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take some glass. And cage the cow in, essentially. And we'll throw the cow up there. Come here, buddy. I need you to give me sewage. Okay, so our sewage is coming out. So we're going to say our sewage, which I believe this was the front. We want to, so it's going to push east. We want to push south. Okay, so push south. And as it comes into here, getting the sewage, which will make our fertilizer. Perfect. Why don't we go ahead and give these some upgrades? We're going to need 2 of these. I'm just going to make 10 of these ones and 10 of these ones. Because they should be producing faster now. I'm gonna throw... oh, see, this one took 2 processing. Interesting. I wonder what decides that. That one can't take 2 processing, but this one can. Interesting. Alright, and then we just need some efficiency. Okay, so that's now producing that fertilizer, which we want to input into the system. Currently, this line is only at 3 channels, so we're going to just pull this cable over. Once I can learn to type, we're going to go boop, 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 and down. Then we're going to just grab a interface. And the reason for an interface is because we can just tell this to push the fertilizer south. Awesome. Now we're producing those as well. I'm curious, what all can the sewer produce? We come to machine outputs, it just says sewage. So I'm not 100% sure why there's a second. Oh, essence. Ah. Okay. And yeah, the working area is just right up there. Perhaps we should get another cow. Let's go see if Darkzyph has a spare cow. Grab some wheat. And find where geez, he's really making progress here. Oh, that looks so good. He's putting in the work. But I don't, it looks like he got rid of his passive mobs other than those pigs. Well, that's a bummer. I was gonna yoink a cow from him. Oh well, let's go ahead and head back home. We'll have one cow producing sewage for now, which once that runs for a while will be fine. How fast is it giving us fertilizer? So we're already up to 17, and every hydroponic bed just takes 1. So for now, let's go ahead and just make 17 hydroponic beds and see if we have the resources for that. Says we do. I'm going to go ahead and throw the craft. And while those are crafting, something else we need to do is gather ether gas. So if we look at ether, it comes from a drill above a wither, which I've done before, no issues. However, I don't know if we have the resources required. Okay, simple for those. And advanced for the laser base. Okay, which means we are going to need pink slime. Which means we got to slaughter some mobs. Let's go ahead and make some more recipes here. Let's make the recipe for the laser drill as well as the laser base. And then we'll make this pattern, but we're not quite ready for it. So we'll just put it over there to the side. And now in our machine here, throw these in the molecular assembler. And then we need a mob slaughter factory. Looks like we need recipes for iron swords and iron axes. And this is why I made so many molecular assemblers, I tell you. All right, so now can you give me a mob slaughter factory? Awesome. Which gives us another quest. Simple machine frame. Like I need to pick up the one machine. Yeah, pink slime and liquid meat. Awesome. So the question is for the mob slaughter factory. Let's set it up to operate right here. So in this case, it will kill everything in that vicinity, but I think if we make some range upgrades for it, we can just have a spawner spawning chickens or whatnot, and we'll be good to go. Let's see what mob eggs we have. We have a skeleton, maze slime, blaze zombie, magma cube, minotaur, wilden, and wither. As well as a bumblebee. So I think what we need to do is go try and get a chicken seed with our capturing. But rather than use capturing, let's actually use... So if we look up chicken egg, what am I looking for? Boom, chicken egg, just like that. Let's make some recipes for those range upgrades. We'll come over here, and you know what? I want a recipe for every single one. Just because different machines will want different ranges on. So we'll fill this with patterns. We'll type in speed, upgrade. Oh, not upgrade, I guess. Or not speed. Range. And we're going to make every tier that is latex. So tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and we'll need a recipe for bone meal. And also tell us it can get bones from with these necrotic bones. Let's look at tier 4, still using latex. Tier 5, still latex. And tier 6, oh wow, are we gonna be able to go all the way with just latex? That would be great. Oh yeah, we are cruising right now. Ooh, popped chorus fruit. We'll need to make the pattern for those. And I'm going to preemptively make this pattern, even though we don't have the seeds yet. And lastly is this one. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure we put everything in the right location here. Really wish I could shift click, but I understand why it doesn't work. I'm eating through our molecular assemblers we've built, but that's okay. All right, and now what we're going to need is another dissolution chamber. Or really, we don't need another one because we are doing it where the machine, we're having AE2 store the latex and store the pink slime. So we don't need to do that just yet. Let's go ahead and check on our printed silicon. Still going through. As you can see, our drives have opened up, which is exactly what we wanted to see. We're going to tell this to give us some more printed circuits here. Certus quartz crystals are bane of our existence right now, I tell you. All right, let my mind remember where we're doing, and we want a range upgrade. So we're just going to grab a +4. Hopefully nothing broke. Oh, these are all dissolution chamber. Okay, we do need some more. Okay, so let's cancel this craft. And come over here. Turn on our patterns. We need to grab all of these out of this. But the bone can stay. And then we need some more dissolution chamber. Let's just make 3 more. Now what we'll do is, so we're only at 5 channels so far. Let's go ahead and make sure that all of this only uses bottom. Or I guess as long as it's just enabled, we'll be fine. So let's place 1, 2, 3 more. Oh, 3 more. As well as I'm going to grab some anchors. And I'm going to put them along the back. And we'll place our cable. That way they're all coming in on one cable. Awesome. We'll need our pattern providers. It should go up to 4 channels. And now what we'll do is we'll just fill this in, I guess. And you know what? We'll even get this next pattern out in there. So we need speed, efficiency, and processing. In all of these machines. Yeah, processing can stack in these. Holy cow. Oh, I'm filling the whole machine. That was silly of me. Let's go ahead and just do this one at a time, huh? Don't want to throw all of our upgrades away just like that. Let's go ahead and request some more of these. Looks like we got a wandering trader right up in our face. He does have some boots we'd want. So let's go ahead and grab some diamond boots. And we'll just craft an extra pair to be in there. As well as some emeralds. And a book of disenchantment. So what we'll do is we'll buy this from him. I'm also going to buy the coral. Just because I want it. And a daisy. Throw all those in there. Give our guests a proper farewell. And let's disenchant these boots. Throw them in our library. Like I missed one. There we go. All right. Lastly, we need to give power, which for now over here, we're just using pipes. We're going to be fully transitioning the base to XNet eventually. We're just not there yet. We'll go ahead and throw that. And now these should all have power. Now if we go to make our range upgrade, which I believe I wanted a tier 4, but let's actually go with a tier 5. I wish these were in order. Take a tier 5, please. Should be in one of these unless it already finished. I think it was in the first one. And we'll throw this in here. Way too big. Let's actually try a 3. But it's good to have the range. Upgrades already made for other machines we're gonna run. Let's see, our... Ah, you know what? I need to tell these that their output needs to push down. Output, push down. Okay. Let's see how it looks with this range upgrade. Looks good to me. For now, if we grab some glass, and we'll use some clear glass here. Try to make it look a little nice. We'll need to make some more glass, but we need to upgrade our Tinker's smeltery. It should only need to be 2 high. Lastly, we do need to give this some power. Oops. Just wanted 1. Thank you. We'll just throw the power in the front. This is getting its power. Let's give it upgrades. And we'll say that pink slime needs to be pushed out the back as, wait, did that say north? Did it count this as the back? So not the back, but the front. Push. And push. Then we'll get some more cable. And boop, boop. Run it over here. Eventually, everything will look nicer, but for now, we just got to get the base up and running. Go ahead and craft a bunch of interfaces. Smack one in front. And now if we get a spawner, let's see, which one don't I care about? Take a pig spawner. Which I guess pigs and chickens would be just fine. What does it do with the loot, actually? Does this produce loot? That's a question we're about to find out. We'll start with just one. And we will throw on a dragon egg. Doesn't produce loot. Okay. Maybe we only need one of these running, really. Okay, I'm not seeing the slime. I'm only seeing... Oh, I'm not seeing meat either. What's it? Liquid meat, pink slime. It says it's going in. Uh-oh. Are we full on our fluid drive? We are. So that is not going anywhere. Let's go ahead and make another fluid drive. I wish there was a deep one for it. A disc. But I am not seeing one. Those are just the mega fluid. Oh, mega fluid can hold 9. Let's actually try to make a mega fluid. And we will just start with the most basic, a 1 mil mega fluid. Please make me one of those. Looks like it won't take too long. And I've just remembered I need to turn that off. I needed my Certus Quartz crystals. In fact, so what I'm trying to make is some mega crafting coprocessors and some mega crafting storage. I'm trying to make 10, and we need the resources in the system for it. Which looks like we have it, so I'm going to tell it to just go ahead and make those. And 100 of those. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and throw in another fluid storage. And it looks like we'll need some more drives. Drive bays. Like we already got 4 crafted up. I just place them here for now. Should just come online. And we'll be good to go. So there is our ink slime and our meat. Let's go ahead and try to speed this up. Ah, brown mushrooms are the bane of my existence. Gonna increase the spawn count. As well as lower the time it takes to spawn. And now we should be good to go. That should just run like crazy. Now let's go ahead and make sure our power usage is in check. Yep, all still good. Let's see what we've processed here. And refill the reactor storage. Beautiful. We don't need to see the range on this anymore. And I do want this to ignore players, so let's throw a nether star on. And then I also want no AI, which I believe is just a chorus fruit. Perfect. So now that that's up and running, we should be able to make a laser base, as well as for the quest, we do need a bucket of liquid meat and a bucket of slime. That should complete this for us, which we will just store the liquids directly in the system. And now it says Infinity Charger is a quest, Pink Slime Ingot is a quest, which gives you the washing factor. What is the washing factor? Oh, it lets you duplicate ores. Ah, okay. Well, I just want an advanced frame right now, because we're trying to get the hydroponic bed automation. That is the goal. Okay, we got our advanced machine frame quest done. And let's also make a pattern for an ore laser base. Maybe we'll use lasers too. So let's make a pattern for this bad boy. Now, how can I get some iron ore other than... I could go to the other, right? Oh, we already have some. Beautiful. We'll throw the ore laser base in one of the assemblers. We'll throw it in that one. And let's make all the laser bases. So we got our fluid laser, our ore laser, hopefully. Is it stuck somewhere? Oh, it's not a dissolution chamber. Okay. That was my bad entirely. Let's go ahead and cancel this. Take these resources back. And what we'll do is we'll pull that out of a dissolution chamber and say it's a crafting recipe. Please make me an ore laser base. And then we are going to need a lot of laser drills. I like to do 3 on each cardinal direction, which is 12 per, which means we need 24. Do we have the resources? We do. Let's go ahead and start working on that for me. Yep, it's making the laser drills. And then we do need a purple laser lens. Make that recipe. Which means I also need a basic lens. Oh wait, can I? Yes, I can do it this way. Okay. But I think how we'll do it. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and wipe this recipe and just make an actual laser lens recipe. So please, oh, we do need to throw this in. Say, please give me a purple laser lens. Holy cow, I can't type. Okay, we got the lens. That should be some more quests complete, which will allow us to get the ether gas bucket. But how I like to do it is we want the machine that will freeze a wither in place, the stasis chamber. That will make it a lot easier to farm said wither. We'll go ahead and make a recipe for this. Preemptively make the soul sand recipe. I've decided, even though I don't have the essences yet, I do want to start their recipes so that once we have the seeds, we're not trying to make a million recipes. And gas tiers are EMCable, which is good to know. So please make me a stasis chamber. And then we are going to need our witherproof glass, which is our tinted glass. The stasis chamber, which we will put right over here. And how do I want to access this? Go ahead and give this some power. And now can you show me your working area? Oh, well, I'm definitely in it right there. All right. Yeah, it's got the range. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and tell this to run with redstone signal. And let's build a little cave. Oh, holy cow, I can't build. Use our wand to make this go a little faster. And at the 4 high, we will just place like this with the center for the drill. Now, I'm gonna prepare to build a wither and turn on the stasis chamber. So we're gonna need some soul sand. Our wither skeleton skulls. And we'll place everything but one skull here. Turn on the stasis chamber. We do need to speed it up. We'll grab some speed, all that good stuff. Toss those away. and build our wither. Now, hopefully, he will get stasised. Hopefully. Oh, yep, he's already frozen in the building. Let's go ahead and grab a wither muffler. Looks like that only prevents the death sounds, so we will muffle it ourselves. Wither ambient, turn that off. And now we need our fluid laser base. Our purple lens. 12 laser drills. And now what we can do is, let's see, will it come towards me? No. We got to do this the fun way. And we're going to need a point to give power everywhere, as well as some pipes. We'll just put the point right here. Belt to give power to the lasers, please. And we only need one. I don't know if one will be enough energy, but we'll give it a try. Well, that starts the laser. Looks like it might not be close enough to the wither yet. Might need the wither a little higher. How can I do this without blowing everything to smithereen? We're gonna try to lower the drill down one. Oops. I am so good at Minecraft. Oh yeah. Oh, now I'm stasis. Oh, I was trying to move him just so I could put the block there, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Let's place one drill. Our base. Rest of the drills. And for, I really wanted to put a glass block there. Oh, this is gonna be a bad idea, but we're gonna do this. Hopefully lock him in. Turn off the stasis chamber. He should finish growing and explode. Yep, and he got out. Okay. I can't find him. There he is. Okay. Hopefully he didn't blow anything up. And now we can freely get all of this into position. And hope it works this time. Let's get out of here. A little dark, can't really see. I'm gonna sleep. I don't want to make any mistakes right now. All right. We will turn on the stasis. And make a wither. And now hopefully he's in range of if we put the laser right here and just get some basic power going. Is that working now? Also get the upgrades. We'll type in industrial and snag some of the upgrades we made. Throw in. Okay, doesn't take speed, but takes all the processing. Perfect. Okay, we are producing ether gas. Awesome. Let's set up the rest of the drills. We'll do one line at a time. Three means we don't need any range upgrades, which is good. Get all these sides set up. If I can build correctly here. And throw in the upgrades. Then we just need to run our applied energistics cable up here and pump all the ether gas into the system. Let's grab our cables. An interface, because I believe we can say the output we want it to push up. And now we'll just run this cable over there. You know what? No, we'll just come up and over. That's all right. So now the ether gas is getting pushed up. Beautiful. Let's check or you know what, we can check it right here. Let's check our current power system. Still within spec. And we should now be receiving ether gas. Perfect. Which means it's finally time to place our hydroponic beds and use XNet to get them all up and running. Oh, that took a minute, I'll tell you. We'll need blue connectors, blue network cable, and a controller. Looks like we didn't have... Oh, we do have a recipe for a controller. Okay. So we're going to start it all the way over here. We're going to grab some hydroponic beds. And we're going to go connectors all down this line. And then the beds. Beautiful. Coming in here, we see all the hydroponic beds. And then we are going to want a sink. Which we will make Oh yeah, we do need to completely delete all the channels already in this controller. And then we need to power the controller with a point. Just like that, so that we get power going into the cables and into the controller. And channel 8 we will make power, because I believe these use RF. Yep. So channel 8 is going to be our power channel. Power channel. Holy cow, I don't know where I was going with that. But on channel 8, we want this one to extract power at 100,000 a tick. Did that take it? Perfect. And then all of these, we want it to insert at the max possible. So if we take this one and copy it, we should be able to come down the line and paste them all. Oh, it looks like the controller is on the network and we could have given it power that way, but that's all right. So all of these should be receiving power now. Next thing, we are going to take channel 7 and we're going to make this XNet fluid. And in this case, we want to extract 5,000 megabit millibuckets and then insert. So if we go down the line, this should give water to all of the hydroponic beds. Perfect. Now, I do want to take our ether gas and put it in an ender tank. And I think we'll do that right in the back here. This cable's at 6 channels, which means it's perfect to add one more for the ether gas. So we're going to want a ender tank, 2 of them. And we're going to place one right here. And we're going to place one right there. I don't think these work from the side. I do think we need to do a connector. Place the tank. And we're going to color these with light blue and black. Of light blue, black, light blue. So light blue, black, light blue. And now if I come over here, I should be able to just use an export bus. Give us ether gas. Oops, nope, we want the gas itself. Perfect. And some acceleration cards. That should be putting it over here, where we can now say on our ender tank, which looks like we can set another extract here of 100,000, which is good. On our ender tank, we're going to make another, is it a gas or is it a liquid? Because I held it in a bucket. I think it's a fluid. We're going to come to channel 6. We're going to do XNet fluid. And on this one, we wish to extract. And then on all of these, we want to insert. Now we should be able to once again copy that connector. And then I'm going to do another advanced blue connector over here. We're going to grab another ender chest. Make it blue, black, blue. This is our main base item insertion. And what we can do is then say on channel 1, on all of these, for items, we wish to extract stack if possible. Yep, everything looks like it's right where it needs to be. Copy that connector, paste it down to extract on all of these. Sorry about the crying, that's my son. And then on the ender chest, we wish to insert. So if all of that has been done correctly before we even place any upgrades, we're going to grab some Certus Quartz. We're going to grab a Certus Quartz seed and we're going to place it right there. Every time this runs, it'll grow. Let's grab some upgrades, which we need to craft some more of. Like we're out of blaze rods. And at least in this one, we'll get it running faster. And there we go. It is now perfectly automated at a decent speed. Look at that, one every time it goes. Oh, that's perfect. And now I'll go ahead and decide what other seeds I want to throw in here. And we'll get it up and running. But with that, my friends, we have automated hydroponic beds using XNet and applied energistics. I've been Fallen. Thank you so much for watching.